Have you ever noticed that the loudest people often achieve the least, while the quietest people quietly build extraordinary lives? Everyone is talking. Everyone is announcing. Everyone is explaining. But while they are speaking, someone else is working. And years later, the worker succeeds while the talker wonders what went wrong. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful lessons from Stoicism. Focus on yourself and stay silent. Not because your dreams don't matter. Not because your goals aren't important. But because some things grow stronger in silence. Before we begin, subscribe to Stoic Ascension, leave a comment below telling us where you're watching from, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder to focus on their own path. Now, let's begin. There is a strange habit many people have. The moment they decide to change their lives, they tell everyone. They announce their plans. They post about their goals. They explain their future success before taking the first step. Then something happens. The excitement fades. The work becomes difficult. And slowly, the dream disappears. The Stoics understood something important. Words can create the illusion of progress. Talking about becoming disciplined feels similar to being disciplined. Talking about success feels similar to succeeding. But they are not the same. The Roman Stoic philosopher Epictetus advised people to avoid talking excessively about their ambitions. Instead, he encouraged action. Because action changes your life. Words only describe the life you wish you had. Imagine two young men. The first tells everyone he will become successful. Every day he talks about business ideas. He explains his plans. He describes the future he wants. The second says very little. He studies. He learns. He fails. He improves. Years later, one still talks about what he plans to do. The other is living it. The difference was not intelligence. The difference was focus. One of the greatest powers you can develop is the ability to keep your goals private. Not every dream needs an audience. Not every plan requires approval. Not every ambition deserves discussion. A seed grows underground before it breaks through the surface. If you keep digging it up to show people, it never grows. The same is true for your life. Many people destroy their momentum because they seek validation too early. They want applause before achievement. They want recognition before results. Stoicism teaches the opposite. Work quietly. Improve quietly. Grow quietly. Let the results speak. There is a story about a young craftsman. He dreamed of becoming the best in his town. Instead of telling everyone, he spent years practicing alone. While others attended gatherings and bragged about their talents, he sharpened his skills. People barely noticed him. Then one day his work became impossible to ignore. Overnight, people called him successful. But they never saw the years of silent effort. Success often looks sudden to outsiders. But it is usually built in silence. Another reason to stay silent is that not everyone wants to see you succeed. This may sound harsh. But it is reality. Some people support you only when you remain where you are. The moment you start growing, they become uncomfortable. Not because you harmed them. But because your growth reminds them of their own excuses. The Stoics warned against becoming dependent on the opinions of others. When your confidence depends on approval, you become easy to control. One negative comment can destroy your motivation. One criticism can make you quit. One laugh can make you doubt yourself. But when you focus on your own path, something changes. You stop seeking permission. You stop needing validation. You stop asking whether people believe in you. Because you believe in yourself. A lion does not ask sheep whether it should roar. And you should not ask doubters whether you should pursue your purpose. There is enormous strength in becoming difficult to distract. Modern life is designed to steal your attention. Notifications. Arguments. Drama. Endless opinions. Everyone wants a piece of your focus. Yet your focus is your most valuable resource. Where your attention goes, your life follows. A young student once wanted to master his craft. But every day he became distracted. Hours disappeared scrolling through content. Months passed. Nothing changed. One day he made a decision. For 1 year, he would focus intensely on improvement. Less talking. Less scrolling. Less explaining. More work. More learning. More discipline. That year changed his life. What changed? His talent? No. His opportunities? No. His focus. Most people underestimate what focused effort can accomplish. Not in a day. Not in a week. But in years. The Stoics believe that self-mastery is the foundation of a meaningful life. And self-mastery begins with controlling your own mind. Many people want to control others. They want people to admire them. Respect them. Agree with them. But they cannot even control their own emotions. They become angry at criticism. Discouraged by setbacks. Distracted by temptation. The Stoic path is different. Instead of controlling the world, control yourself. Instead of changing others, improve yourself. Instead of winning arguments, build character. There is an old story of a man who spent years trying to convince everyone he was right. He argued constantly. Defended every opinion. Fought every disagreement. Yet he remained unhappy. Eventually he realized something. Winning arguments was not improving his life. So he redirected that energy toward personal growth. Years later, his life transformed. Not because he convinced others. Because he changed himself. Silence also protects your energy. Every conversation costs something. Every argument drains something. Every attempt to prove yourself consumes something. And energy is limited. The wise person spends energy carefully. Imagine carrying a bucket of water across a desert. If the bucket has holes, the water disappears before you reach your destination. Many people live this way. Their energy leaks through gossip. Complaints. Arguments. Drama. Comparison. Then they wonder why they have nothing left for their goals. The Stoics encourage conservation of energy. Protect your mind. Protect your attention. Protect your peace. Not everything deserves a response. Not everything deserves your time. Not everything deserves your concern. Sometimes silence is not weakness. It is wisdom. One of the hardest lessons in life is accepting that you cannot control what people think about you. No matter what you do, someone will criticize you. If you succeed, someone will envy you. If you fail, someone will mock you. If you stay quiet, someone will misunderstand you. If you speak up, someone will disagree. Trying to manage everyone's opinion is impossible. The Stoic Emperor Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He reminded himself that people's opinions are outside his control. What mattered was his own actions. His own character. His own choices. Imagine a sailor crossing the ocean. He cannot control the wind. He cannot control the waves. He cannot control the weather. But he can control the sail. Likewise, you cannot control opinions. You can only control your response. And that is enough. Many people sabotage themselves through comparison. They constantly watch others. Comparing income. Comparing success. Comparing appearance. Comparing lifestyles. The result is frustration. Because there will always be someone ahead of you. The Stoics believe comparison steals contentment. Your journey is unique. Your timeline is unique. Your challenges are unique. Your victories are unique. There is a story about two runners. One kept looking sideways at competitors. The other focused only on the track ahead. The first runner stumbled repeatedly. The second maintained rhythm and finished strong. Life works the same way. When you focus on others, you lose momentum. When you focus on yourself, progress becomes possible. Run your race. Not theirs. Silence allows observation. And observation creates wisdom. People reveal themselves when you stop talking. You notice patterns. Motives. Intentions. Truths. The quiet person often learns more than the loud one. Because listening teaches. Talking rarely does. A young apprentice once asked his master how to become wise. The master replied, "Speak less and observe more." The apprentice followed this advice. Years later he understood people better than those who constantly expressed opinions. Wisdom entered through his ears, not through his mouth. In a noisy world, listening is a superpower. Another Stoic principle is accepting reality. Many people waste years fighting reality. Complaining. Resisting. Wishing things were different. But reality does not change because we dislike it. The Stoics taught acceptance followed by action. Accept what is. Then improve what you can. Imagine a farmer during a drought. He can complain endlessly. Or he can adapt. Store water. Protect crops. Work with reality instead of fighting it. The same principle applies to life. Stop wasting energy on things you cannot change. Focus on what you can. Your habits. Your mindset. Your discipline. Your actions. That is where power lives. The strongest people are often the quietest. Not because they lack confidence. Because they no longer need to prove anything. Insecurity seeks attention. Confidence seeks progress. A mountain does not announce its height. The ocean does not advertise its depth. True strength does not need constant recognition. There was once a man known for his calm presence. When conflicts erupted, he remained composed. When others bragged, he stayed humble. When others panicked, he stayed steady. People assumed he was weak. Until challenges arrived. Then they discovered his resilience. Silence had hidden his strength. Never mistake quietness for weakness. Sometimes it is the highest form of power. Focus on building yourself every day. Not once a month. Not when motivation appears. Every day. Small improvements create extraordinary results over time. One page read daily becomes books completed. One workout daily becomes strength. One disciplined choice daily becomes character. A stonecutter strikes a rock 100 times. Nothing appears to happen. Then on the next strike, the rock splits. The final strike did not cause the result alone. Every strike mattered. Likewise, every effort matters. Even when results are invisible. Keep going. Keep building. Keep improving. The breakthrough is often closer than it appears. Many people fear being overlooked. They fear not receiving recognition. They fear working hard without immediate rewards. But remember this. Recognition is not the goal. Growth is. If recognition comes, good. If it doesn't, keep growing. The tree continues growing whether people admire it or not. The sun rises whether people praise it or not. Your purpose is not to impress people. Your purpose is to become the best version of yourself. That is enough. And when you truly understand this, freedom arrives. Because your happiness no longer depends on applause. It depends on progress. As you move forward in life, remember this Stoic truth. Focus on yourself. Stay silent. Work consistently. Improve daily. Ignore distractions. Protect your energy. Master your mind. Control your actions. And trust the process. The world is full of noise. But greatness is often built in quiet rooms. While others are talking, be working. While others are complaining, be improving. While others are seeking attention, be developing strength. One day the results will speak louder than words ever could. And when that day comes, you won't need to explain your success. People will see it. Because disciplined action always leaves evidence. The journey of focusing on yourself is not a single decision. It is a daily choice. Every morning you wake up, life presents two paths. One path leads toward distraction. The other leads toward growth. Most people choose distraction because it feels easier. Growth requires effort. Growth requires patience. Growth requires sacrifice. The Stoics understood that comfort often becomes the enemy of greatness. A comfortable person rarely changes. A comfortable person rarely grows. A comfortable person rarely discovers what they are truly capable of. There is a story about a young man who dreamed of becoming exceptional. He wanted success. He wanted respect. He wanted freedom. But every evening he chose comfort over progress. He postponed his work. He delayed his goals. He promised himself he would start tomorrow. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. Months became years. And nothing changed. One day he looked around and realized he was living the same life he had complained about years earlier. That moment changed him. He finally understood a painful truth. The life he wanted would never be built by tomorrow's effort. It could only be built by today's action. From that day forward, he stopped waiting. And his life began to transform. The lesson is simple. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for inspiration. Do not wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is often disguised as an ordinary day. A day when you choose discipline over excuses. One of the greatest traps in life is the need to explain yourself. Many people spend years trying to justify their choices to others. They explain their dreams. They explain their goals. They explain their decisions. They explain their boundaries. But not everyone deserves an explanation. The Stoics believed your actions should speak more loudly than your words. Imagine an eagle flying high above the mountains. It does not stop to explain why it flies. It simply flies. Likewise, if you want to improve your life, stop seeking approval from everyone around you. Some people will understand your journey. Some won't. And that is perfectly fine. You were not born to satisfy everyone's expectations. You were born to fulfill your own potential. There is something powerful about becoming obsessed with self-improvement. Not obsessed in an unhealthy way. But committed. Focused. Dedicated. Imagine spending 1 year improving your life instead of judging others. Imagine spending 1 year mastering your emotions instead of reacting to everything. Imagine spending 1 year building skills instead of wasting time on gossip. Your life would look completely different. Most people underestimate what one focused year can do. A single year of discipline can change your finances. A single year of discipline can improve your health. A single year of discipline can strengthen your mindset. A single year of discipline can create opportunities you never imagined. The problem is that most people quit too early. They want immediate results. They want instant rewards. They want success without patience. But nature teaches a different lesson. The strongest trees grow slowly. The deepest rivers carve their path over time. The greatest achievements are built through consistent effort. Patience is not weakness. Patience is strength under control. Silence becomes even more important when life gets difficult. Anyone can stay calm when everything is going well. The true test comes during hardship. When people criticize you. When plans fail. When progress seems invisible. When disappointment arrives. That is when your character is revealed. A blacksmith places steel into fire. The fire does not destroy the steel. It strengthens it. Likewise, difficulties can strengthen you if you respond correctly. The Stoics viewed obstacles differently from most people. They did not ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead they asked, "What can this teach me?" This simple shift changes everything. Every challenge becomes a lesson. Every setback becomes training. Every failure becomes preparation. Life stops happening against you. Life starts working for you. One of the most dangerous habits in modern society is constant comparison. Social media has made this problem worse. People compare their beginning to someone else's ending. They compare their struggles to someone else's highlight reel. They compare their reality to someone else's carefully edited image. And then they wonder why they feel unhappy. The Stoics would remind us that comparison creates unnecessary suffering. Your only competition should be the person you were yesterday. Did you improve? Did you learn? Did you become stronger? That is what matters. A gardener does not compare one flower to another. He simply helps each plant grow according to its nature. Treat yourself the same way. Focus on your growth. Focus on your development. Focus on your journey. Everything else is noise. Many people believe confidence comes from praise. But Stoicism teaches a deeper truth. Real confidence comes from keeping promises to yourself. Every time you say you will do something and follow through, confidence grows. Every time you break your word to yourself, confidence weakens. Confidence is not built through motivational speeches. Confidence is built through evidence. Evidence that you can trust yourself. Imagine two people. One constantly talks about what he plans to do. The other quietly does it. Who develops more confidence? The answer is obvious. Action creates belief. Results create certainty. Discipline creates self-respect. And self-respect creates confidence. If you want more confidence, stop talking about your goals. Start working toward them. There will be moments when nobody believes in you. Moments when your efforts go unnoticed. Moments when your progress seems invisible. Those moments are important. Because they reveal your true reason for doing the work. Are you doing it for praise? Or are you doing it because it matters? A sculptor spends months creating a masterpiece. For most of that time, nobody sees the final vision. Only the sculptor knows what is being created. Your life is the same. Trust your process. Trust your effort. Trust your growth. Even when nobody else sees it. The world often rewards visible success. But invisible preparation comes first. Never forget that. The Stoics believed that peace comes from within. Not from possessions. Not from status. Not from recognition. From within. Many people spend their entire lives chasing external validation. A bigger house. A nicer car. More followers. More attention. Yet they remain unhappy. Why? Because external achievements cannot solve internal problems. Peace begins when you stop looking outside for what must be built inside. A calm mind is worth more than public approval. A disciplined character is worth more than temporary popularity. A peaceful heart is worth more than endless recognition. When you understand this, life becomes simpler. You stop chasing everything. And start focusing on what truly matters. There is incredible freedom in minding your own business. Think about how much energy people waste discussing the lives of others. Criticizing. Judging. Gossiping. Speculating. Hours disappear. Days disappear. Years disappear. And nothing improves. The Stoics encouraged people to direct attention inward. Ask yourself, how can I become wiser? How can I become stronger? How can I become more disciplined? These questions lead to growth. Questions about other people's lives rarely do. The person who focuses on themselves moves forward. The person who constantly watches others stays stuck. Choose carefully where your attention goes. Because your attention eventually becomes your life. Remember this. Your future is being built right now. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Right now. Every choice matters. Every habit matters. Every action matters. The person you become is shaped by what you repeatedly do. Small choices may seem insignificant. But they accumulate. A single drop of water appears harmless. Yet over time, water can shape stone. Likewise, small actions shape destiny. Read one more page. Take one more step. Practice one more hour. Stay disciplined one more day. The results will come. Perhaps not immediately. But eventually. And when they do, people will call you lucky. They will not see the sacrifices. They will not see the struggles. They will not see the lonely hours of work. But you will know. And that knowledge will be enough. If you're still watching, type "silent growth" in the comments below. It lets us know you're committed to focusing on yourself and building your future in silence. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to Stoic Ascension for more powerful Stoic wisdom, discipline, and self-mastery content. Keep your eyes on your path. Keep your mind on your purpose. Keep your actions aligned with your goals. And remember, the loudest person in the room is rarely the strongest. The strongest person is often the one quietly building a life that speaks for itself.